To the body.
Oh! Connected. Before time he threw that combo, it connected. Rosenstrike on wobbly legs.
And he's got him hurt bad. Oh, he caught.
Come on, man.
Oh my.
Where the f am I?
Goodness, power. The leech on the ropes. Another left hand from Prates. The way downward point. Big right hand. 3 in a row for du Plessis.
Your little p*** belongs to me.
And now drags Adesanya down. Straight to throwing.
Brother, no.
Bro, UFC 305 was insane. There were loads of ups, loads of downs. In regards to my predictions, I went 6 and 6. So I got 6 of them right and 6 of them wrong, which is not exactly the best of predictions. But anyway, let's get straight into the analysis of this card. First fight on this card was Jesus Aguilar versus Stuart Nicol. I picked Stuart Nicol to win this fight. Obviously, he didn't win this fight. So Jesus Aguilar getting the submission in the first round. Very nice submission. Bro, I don't know what Nicol was doing. He was doing some flipping breakdancing moves in the ring, in the octagon. And yeah, Jesus Aguilar just took advantage and latched up the submission. So yeah, that was a very nice submission from Jesus Aguilar very early in the fight. And yeah, I'd like to see where he goes in his career in the future. Anyway, next fight was Song Kanan versus Rick Glenn. This was a very good fight. Song Kanan just unleashing. You know, they both had very bad gas tanks, I can't lie. Like, literally second round, they were both finished. But Song Kanan was just getting way better off the striking exchanges. Ricky Glenn was just trying to shoot for takedowns way too much, and that cost him. Song Kanan so good at striking. Well, compared to Ricky Glenn anyway. Yeah, just pieced him up for 3 rounds straight. And yeah, very good performance from Song Kanan. In the future, you know, he's not a high level opponent, but I think he should get some better opponents in the future after that performance. So yeah, it was thereafter this fight where I stopped watching. If you guys didn't know, I am English, right? I live in England. You guys know that Dana White hates the English crowd for some reason. I don't know why. Every single fight for us in the UK is at like 3 a.m. As in like the main card starts at 3 a.m. And then the overall card starts at like 11 o'clock at night. So I watched these first 2 fights, and then after that I got like I slept for a few hours just so that I'm not like dead the next day. So I slept from the Song Kanan fight all the way up to basically just the main card. If we look at the prelims, Jack Jenkins won against Herbert Burns. That was expected. Luana Santos lost. I don't really care. I mean, then Culibao versus Ramos. Obviously, I picked Culibao. He did not win that, so that's an L. And then this next fight. Even though I didn't watch it, I need to talk about this fight. Bro, Salty Mal Hill might have some competition for the saltiest fighter in the UFC now. If you guys don't know, let me give you guys some context. So the last fight on the prelims was Junior Tafa versus Walter Walker, right? And then in the first round, Walter Walker latches up a submission. And so apparently Junior Tafa didn't actually tap. But he was screaming apparently, and that was taken by the referee as a verbal tap. So the ref stopped the fight and gave the win to Walter Walker. Then for some reason, Junior Tafa started getting angry at Walter Walker as if it was his decision to stop the fight, right? It was not his decision, but he got really salty. You know, he even slapped flipping Walter Walker after the fight. Little joke, man, but I can't lie, I think the UFC might need to give Junior Tafa some consequences for his actions, right? Maybe give him the Muhammad Makayev treatment. You never know. And then the first fight on the main card, we had Li Jingliang versus Carlos Prates. Look, Prates went out there and did exactly what everyone thought he was going to do. Man, this guy is a good fighter. I think soon come he's going to be fighting within the rankings. I mean, look, he's on like a knockout streak now, which is impressive within the UFC especially. So I'm excited for what the future holds for Carlos Prates. And yeah, next up we got Tuivasa versus Jairzinho Biggie Boy Rosenstrike. I can't lie, this fight was pretty dead. One thing to note though, which was crazy, obviously Rosenstrike beat the hell out of Tuivasa for 3 rounds. One of the judges gave Tuivasa a 30-27. That is crazy. That's saying that he won every single round when he didn't win a single round. So yeah, that was crazy. That judge then got kicked out later on, so that's fair enough. I mean, that was clearly rigged, or there was something shady going on there, because how the hell is Tuivasa getting a 30-27 if it's not rigged? But yeah, I mean, Rosenstrike, you know, good striking, keeping him on the end of his kicks, his jabs. Tuivasa couldn't really get anything going. In the second round, he had like a few punches on Rosenstrike, but I mean, yeah, Rosenstrike, easy win for him. This was probably the worst fight on the main card. Man, oh man, this fight was crazy. It exceeded my expectations 100%. Gamrot versus Hooker. Look, I thought Gamrot was going to go in there and absolutely smoke Hooker. You know, if we look at Gamrot's record, he has wins over people like, you know, RDA, Jalen Turner, Alman Sarukian, and stuff like that. But, bro, it was actually a really close fight. In fact, I had Gamrot winning this fight, 29-28. I thought that Gamrot won the first and the second round, but I can see if you scored it for Hooker. I mean, it was a very, very close fight. But man, one thing I will say about this fight is that it has made me like Hooker 100%. Yeah, my respect for Hooker has gone up so much. Even at the end of one of the rounds, he was telling his coaches, man, I love this. And, you know, it was a war. And a very good performance from, to be honest, both of them. But Hooker especially, because everyone thought that he was going to get smoked. And he got the win against a top 5 opponent. You know, Dan Hooker title run, question mark? I don't know. But yeah, that was a good fight. Then we go to the co-main event of the evening. Probably the biggest upset of the evening is in contention between that fight and the Hooker fight. But man, bro, I never expected Kara France to knock Usyk out like that. Especially first round. That was crazy. You know, they both look good in the opening of this fight. But Kara France was just swinging, and he eventually landed one, which knocked down Usyk. Usyk eventually recovered a little bit, but then he got hit with another shot that just sent him crawling down. And yeah, that was it. Man, I never expected Kara France to win this. Biggest upset, especially a KO for flyweight division. 100%. I never thought this was going to end in a finish. Maybe submission, but never KO. So big up to Kara France for that. Good knockout, and yeah, very good co-main event. You know, maybe even Kara France can get a title shot after this win. You never know. We'll see. And now the final fight, the main event of the evening. Guys, can I just say, yeah, I predicted this fight correctly, okay? Anyway, this main event was crazy. I actually had Adesanya winning rounds 1 and 3. So I actually had Adesanya ahead on my scorecard. Also, he was winning round 4 until he got knocked the hell out. Bro, while I was watching this and I saw Adesanya piecing up Du Plessis, I was thinking, bro, there is no way I'm about to lose my prediction. I was on the fence. I was so 50-50. But I'm going to be so annoyed when Du Plessis loses this. And then out of nowhere, Du Plessis just drags him down to the floor and gets a rear naked choke. Like, what the hell? That came out of nowhere. But yeah, amazing win from Du Plessis. We are officially now in the Du Plessis era. And yeah, there's nothing you guys can do about it.
Man, shut your bitch.
Oye, mamacita, a mí me gusta como baila. The way your body moving, I can tell you're from La Paz.